Welcome to Winning Strides, your gateway to the realm of horse racing. Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome, racing enthusiasts. We're gearing up for a thrilling afternoon at the Mysore races this Wednesday, October 9th. With 6 exciting races on the schedule, starting at 2:30 p.m. and culminating at 5 p.m., we're in for a fantastic day of top-notch racing action. Opening the card is the Hogan Knuckle Plate, a 1,600-meter contest for horses rated 0 to 25. This mile is all about tactics and endurance, with a strong pace likely to shape the outcome. Keep an eye on a few standouts who should be making their moves as they round the final bend. Our picks for this race are horse number 2, Pete's Love, horse number 6, Quevega, and horse number 3, Sandcastles. Pete's Love narrowly missed out in her last start as the favorite, finishing a close second in a thrilling 3-horse blanket finish. She now races with the visor on, which should sharpen her focus. With the form in her favor, she's poised to make amends and should be considered a strong contender for top honors. Quevega produced an eye-catching effort in her last start over a shorter trip. The step up in distance is likely to suit her running style, and she's been showing good form in her workouts. Expect her to be right there in contention as they come down to the wire. Sandcastles. Ignore her last start on demotion, as she didn't find her best stride that day. However, her recent morning workouts have been promising, and she's a live chance to surprise at value odds if she can bounce back to her true form. Race number 2. It's time for the second race of the day, the Barachukki Plate. This race is crafted for horses rated 0 to 25 over a distance of 1,400 meters. Our standout picks for this electrifying event are horse number 4, Vardon, horse number 7, Square Cut, and horse number 6, Golden Bird. Dear racing patrons, we strongly advise exercising caution when wagering on this race. Vardon ran on late to finish a close 4th as the beaten favorite over a mile in his last outing after being demoted in class. The drop back in distance should work to his advantage, and his recent track trials suggest he's stripped fitter. With conditions to suit, expect him to be right there at the busy end and a strong contender to make amends. Square Cut came from the tail end of the field with a powerful finish to secure a notable second in his previous run. He's shown marked improvement in his final workouts and looks primed to produce another strong effort. Keep him in the mix for a podium finish. Golden Bird chased home the favorite Flying Falcon last time out, closing ground well to finish a commendable second. This filly has been working attractively in the mornings, and with a positive jockey switch, she's expected to put up a bold show and make the finish a competitive one. Race number 3. We have reached the third race of the day, the Ghoul and Punala Memorial Trophy. This race is tailored for horses rated 40 to 65 over a distance of 1,600 meters. My top picks for this contest include horse number 5, Bruce Almighty, horse number 1, Confident Game, and horse number 3, Square the Circle. Bruce Almighty, after a few easy weight-reducing runs on promotion, this gelding now finds himself at an appealing handicap mark. As the sole outstation raider in this field, he holds a distinct advantage against the local contenders. His final workouts have been impressive, and with a positive jockey switch, he shapes as the one they all have to beat. Confident Game justified favoritism with a commanding win in his previous start and now steps up in class. He's maintained peak form, and despite facing tougher opposition, he looks primed for a repeat performance. Should be right there at the finish. Square the Circle had a couple of easy outings to drop down the handicap and is now running on demotion. His recent track work suggests marked improvement, and if he gets a clean run, he's capable of surprising the main contenders. We arrive at the main event of the day, race number 4, the Chief Minister's Trophy. This 1,400-meter contest, reserved for horses rated 60 and above, promises to be an enthralling spectacle. My top contenders for this event are horse number 8, Raise a Buck, horse number 10, Indian Blues, and horse number 4, Grizzly. Raise a Buck. This gelding has been in scintillating form, having completed a hat trick with a dominant win in his last start. Now facing stiffer opposition on promotion, his excellent final workout suggests that he is still a force to reckon with and remains the one to beat, with a 4th consecutive victory firmly in his sights. Indian Blues, consistently in the frame this season, despite shouldering top weight. He now runs on promotion with a favorable drop in the scales, which could tilt the balance in his favor. His solid track trials indicate that he'll be right there at the business end and must be considered a live contender. Grizzly scored a stylish win in his last start and continues to hold top form. He's been working well and appears primed to make his presence felt once again, suggesting that back-to-back wins are well within reach. Race number 5. It's time for the 5th race of the day. The Bour Plate, tailored for horses rated 20 to 45 over a distance of 1,100 meters. Our picks for this race are horse number 1, Lauterbrunnen, horse number 8, Capri Girl, and horse number 4, Super Kind. Lauterbrunnen. This gelding ran a forward race in his last start on demotion, showing that he's coming into form. Now, back in an age-specific race and partnered with the stable's preferred rider, he's strategically placed to capitalize on this opportunity. His strong track work indicates that he's ready to get back to winning ways, making him the one to beat here. Capri Girl, beaten on the last stride in her previous outing on promotion, this filly showed promise and has since stripped fitter. Back to a more favorable trip, she's well positioned to make it 3rd time lucky and will be right there at the busy end. Super Kind was a beaten favorite in his last start, caught out by Smile of Beauty in the closing stages. In prime form and displaying excellent morning trials, he should be given a strong chance to make amends and could upset the apple cart if he hits top stride. We've reached the grand finale of the day, race number 6. The Andia Plate, a tricky 1,200-meter sprint for horses rated 20 to 45. Expect a nail-biting finish as the contenders battle it out to close the day's racing on a high note. Our picks for this race are horse number 7, Vayu, horse number 4, I Can, and horse number 3, Dalhousie. Vayu caught the eye with a solid 3rd-place finish during his last start in winter with the hood on. This gelding now returns fresh off a long layoff after changing both venue and master trainer. His intensive workouts, including a promising mock race, suggest that he is primed and ready to strike it rich on his seasonal debut. If he reproduces his prior form, he should be the one to beat here. I Can, after switching yards, this gelding has had a couple of easy weight-reducing runs and is now displaying marked improvement in his morning track work. With the stable's go-to jockey in the saddle, he looks to be in fine fettle and could pose a serious threat if he translates his morning form to the racetrack. Dalhousie ran a notable second last time out, chasing the winner Red Hills from the word go. This gelding has since stripped fitter, and having shown his mettle in that effort, is one to be wary of here. With improvement likely, he should be given a strong chance to make amends and could be right there at the finish. Winning Strides, thanks you for watching. We would love it if you could subscribe, like, and share our videos with fellow patrons.